This is the Droid Turbo 1. I know it looks beat up, but I use this phone a ton. This was my very favorite phone last year. And this is the Droid Turbo 2. Is this the Droid you were looking for? Let's start off with Moto's main selling point, the Unbreakable Screen. Now, I've seen videos online where people were slamming the phone and hitting it with hammers and bats. This isn't my phone, so I can't slam it with a baseball bat, and I can't guarantee it'll work after that, but day-to-day nicks and drops, it's made to withstand that. The screen is POLED, which is some pretty cool technology built into it. Now, without getting super technical, it's 5 separate layers that makes the screen. Although the screen does not shatter, the actual casing does get dinged up a bit, so your phone could be looking jank after several drops. The Droid Turbo comes in 2 colors, white and black, but it also has Moto Maker, where you can design your own. You can choose from the front colors to accent colors and trim colors. You can also upgrade from the 32 on board all the way up to the 64 gigabyte. It also has a micro SD card slot as well for even more GBs. The Turbo gives you wireless charging that works with both standards, Qi and also PMA, and a whopping 3760 milliamp battery. I know I'm throwing a ton of specs at you guys right now, and normally I don't talk about specs in reviews, but I really want to prove a point that the Droid Turbo 2, although it's exclusive to Verizon, it's still a major phone as far as the specs and as far as the features that it has built into. We all know that specs for devices really means nothing. I've seen phones that would dazzle you on paper, but when it comes down using it, it sucks. And also there's the Moto G. On paper it's not super impressive, but when using it, it can run circles around some of the phones triple its price. Now, some people particularly don't like the design of the Droid Turbo. They say that it just looks boring. However, I'd rather take functionality over beauty any day. Talking to you, Samsung. The Droid Turbo 2 is an easy phone for me to hold, and it's nearly one-handed friendly. And this version I have has a nice grippy back. The top bezels of the phone is pretty busy. Earpiece, flash, camera, and various other sensors are found there. And the bottom has 2 speakers, sensors, and also the Verizon logo. I won't say the Verizon logo is an eyesore, but it's something I wish we could do without. The software out of the box is Android 5.1.1 with hopes of an update to Android 6.0 in the near future. Last year, Turbo had some issues getting to 5.0, which was a big mess to get there. Let's hope this year it goes much smoother. As with Motorola as of late, we have a pretty stock version of Android, leaving most of Android's strong point intact and most of the menu structure too. Motorola and Verizon both give you some applications and additional options, or if you'd rather not have that stuff, feel free to disable it from your application info. The one application that I did really enjoy from Verizon was the NFL Mobile. I'm able to pop into live games without paying any money or anything like that, and that part works pretty well. But beyond that, I usually disable all the Verizon stuff anyways. Motorola Active Display is on board, which is nice to see, letting you know what's going on at a glance without unlocking your screen. It's pretty much the staple for Motorola, and every version since the beginning seems to be almost the same. I'm looking for the next evolution of the Active Display. I wanted to do something more. I've seen it for several years now. Moto Actions are on board as well, giving you gesture-based actions to make using your phone easier. I found myself do the chop twice for the flashlight, twisting to get to the camera, and also getting to the Moto display just by waving my hand at it. Just a few more things that made using my phone a bit easier. The performance on this device is very quick, and most phones with specs like this comes at no surprise. After using this 6P for a few weeks and hopping to this keeps up with all the moves. I don't notice any slowdown between the 2 phones, so that's a win in my book. And this goes for gaming too. Installing most intensive games from the Play Store, they run very fast on the phone. And with the material on the back of the phone, I haven't noticed any heating up or anything that made this experience not comfortable. The speakers pump out some really great audio, they really do, but something about them coming from the same place sort of affects the sound. It does not separate the audio enough for me, and at higher volumes they do sound a bit tinny and lack some of that thump that you get with the 6P. but overall, I'm a huge fan of these front-facing speakers, and I'm glad it's more than one speaker. The camera on board is 21 megapixels, and it gives you the same software as most other Motorola phones, giving you that one tap where it focuses then takes the photo. This works okay for Motorola, and it feels just like the Moto X Pure. So instead of reviewing this camera again, because I reviewed the Moto X camera in detail, hit the link down below or up top at the card where I did my full review of the Moto X camera, because these two cameras are pretty much the same. Battery life for me was the best out of phones I've used all year. And to me, it's better than the Note 5. But that's to me. And this could be due to Verizon's network being better for me. With T-Mobile, I have issues getting a signal at work, thus making my device hunt for a signal more, and it kills battery. I was getting well over 30 hours on a single charge. It's an amazing feeling knowing that you can use your phone as much as you want with little effect on battery life. You know, I really think this device is the sum of all its parts. It's amazing hardware and it's wrapped in some pretty decent software. It's not gonna win any awards for being the best phone ever, but it just depends on what you're looking for. I'm a hardware type of guy and durability is huge. That's one of the reasons I fell in love with the Turbo 1. Fantastic battery life, decent camera, stock like Android experience, water resistance, and now this unshatterable display. If you're on Verizon and you need a dependable phone that will last a few days, durable, and pretty much solid everywhere else, then this is the phone for you. My name is Kevin, the Tech Ninja. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and share this video to someone on Verizon who wants this phone. I don't know what to say at this point. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later, and have yourself a great day and happy Turkey Day. Gobble, gobble.